Hi is back on the Drama CD channel, where every major news story in the Chinese entertainment world is discussed with dramatic intensity and unwavering emotion. This time, we bring you news that has been shaking up the Asian entertainment world for the past few hours, setting the media on fire and fandoms abuzz non-stop. Yes, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan have reportedly officially signed on for the biggest project of the year. A simple statement, but with enormous impact. This news first surfaced not from an official announcement, but from industry whispers circulating within the inner circles of a major Beijing production house. Initially, it was considered a classic rumor: big names, big projects, and fan expectations. However, like a small fire doused with gasoline, the rumor quickly grew. Entertainment media began to sense a pattern. Insider accounts corroborated the information, and eventually, pieces of the story began to come together. What shocked the public wasn't just the fact that Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were involved, but the timing and scale of the project. Two actors with super-packed schedules, massive fan bases, and immense commercial value chose to commit themselves to the same project. This was no light decision. It was a calculated, strategic move. According to industry sources, the negotiation process was intense and lengthy. It wasn't just about the fee, which reportedly set a new record, but also involved creative control, the filming schedule, and production quality assurance. Wang Yibo, known for his selective project selection, was reportedly very focused on a long-term vision. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan, with his reputation for high professionalism, reportedly demanded a strong script and characters with emotional depth. Rumor has it that at least 3 versions of the project concept were submitted before the two parties finally reached an agreement. Discussions were multi-layered, involving top directors, senior scriptwriters, and international consultants. This signifies one important point. This project wasn't created simply for popularity, but to leave a mark on history. For Wang Yibo, this project is said to be a transitional point in his career. From a multi-talented icon synonymous with action and a cool persona, he is rumored to be showcasing a more complex and emotional side. This is a major challenge that, if successful, will solidify his position as a top-class actor with a wide range of abilities. Meanwhile, for Xiao Zhan, this project comes at a crucial moment. Having consistently built an image for actors with narrative power and deep emotion, his involvement in this ambitious project has the potential to expand his international reach. Many industry analysts have called this a bold yet smart move. Unsurprisingly, the fan reaction has been explosive. Hashtags related to the project immediately topped trending topics on various platforms. Some cried tears of joy, others were skeptical, and still others speculated about the genre, setting, and character dynamics. The fandom of these two big names moved quickly, creating analyses, theories, and even unofficial posters in a matter of hours. Speculation about the project's concept has become increasingly wild. Some call it a historical epic drama with a modern twist, while others believe it will be an international film project with a world-class cinematic approach. There are also rumors that the project will blend Chinese cultural elements with global production standards, a formula rarely executed so seriously. What makes this project even more intriguing is the potential for international collaboration. Several well-known foreign production houses are rumored to be involved as distribution partners. If confirmed, this would be a major step for the Chinese entertainment industry to penetrate the global market with more confidence and structure. From an industry perspective, this project is considered a new barometer. If successful, the standards of production, marketing, and artist management would rise significantly. Many saw this as a grand experiment. Could two superstars unite without overshadowing each other and instead strengthen each other? Mainstream media began to shift their tone. From mere gossip, the discussion shifted to economic analysis, cultural impact, and potential soft power. This project was no longer just for fans, but had become an industry phenomenon. But of course, behind the immense enthusiasm lay equally immense pressure. Public expectations were at an almost inhuman level. Every detail would be scrutinized, every decision criticized. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were well aware that this project could be the pinnacle or the most difficult test of their careers. Interestingly, both parties chose to remain silent. There were no exaggerated statements, no premature teasers. This silence actually reinforced the impression that everything was meticulously prepared. In the fast-paced world of entertainment, such composure felt rare and elegant. Behind the scenes, industry insiders called this project a rare, big gamble. Not only because of the fantastic investment value, but also because the reputations of the two main stars were directly at stake. In a single project, success and failure are felt twice as much. This is why every detail, no matter how small, was reportedly subjected to a rigorous and meticulous curation process. Several sources reported that from the moment the contract was signed, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan immediately entered an intensive preparation phase. Everything from character development, psychological discussions for the roles, to physical adjustments were said to have been planned long before the cameras were actually turned on. This reinforced the suspicion that this project wasn't just relying on popularity, but was truly aiming for high-level artistic quality. Interestingly, there was also talk that this project would use a very different promotional approach, no longer relying solely on gimmicks, but rather building curiosity in a slow and controlled manner. This strategy is considered risky, but it aligns with the exclusive and prestigious image they've been striving to build from the outset. Critics hold high hopes that this project can bridge the gap between mainstream entertainment and high-quality art. If successful, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan will be remembered not only as popular stars but also as actors who dared to push boundaries and change the public's perception of commercial Chinese dramas and films. Many also see this collaboration as a symbol of emotional reconciliation for longtime fans. Two names often compared are now in the same boat. For many, this isn't just an entertainment project, but an emotional event filled with meaning, nostalgia, and renewed hope. As time passes, the pressure will undoubtedly increase. But it's precisely at this point that Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's professional maturity is tested. Will they be able to transform the burden of expectation into fuel for creativity? This question lingers, making the public increasingly eager for the final result. Looking back, the history of the entertainment industry proves that the most influential projects are often born from a combination of courage, good timing, and a grand vision. And all of these elements seem to be present in Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's current project. Many believe this collaboration isn't just about two big names, but about a new era. An era where quality, scale, and ambition go hand in hand. An era where actors aren't just faces, but also creative pillars. Now, all we can do is wait. Wait for the official announcement, wait for the first details, and wait for the moment when this project is finally revealed to the public. One thing is for sure, from today on, the Chinese entertainment world will never be the same again. So make sure you stay tuned to Drama CD, as we'll be following every development, every leak, and every fact behind what's being touted as the most ambitious and highly anticipated project of the year. Stay tuned, because this big story is just beginning.